Welcome back to BL Animation Studios.
What are we going to see today? Let's see it in detail in this video. Come. If you have been following our channel, you would have known that we have been doing After Effects series for the last few weeks. So, we are going to continue with the After Effects series that we have been doing. What we are going to do now is, we are going to create a basic slideshow in After Effects. You might think this is a simple thing to do. You might ask, is it a big deal to animate this? What we are going to do is not important. When we do that, we will learn small techniques. This will be useful even in big projects. So, when you learn a software, it will be easier if you learn it step by step. If you learn the topmost software right away, there is a possibility that you might not understand it and you might not want to learn it. So, when you learn a software, take small steps and you can learn it very easily. What is a slideshow? Some of you may know about it, some of you may not know about it. For those who don't know about it, let me give you a small example. When we look at images on a computer or on a phone, we slide them, right? So, we don't slide them automatically. Each image changes. That change is called a slideshow. We change each image and show it to our audience or customers. That is called a slideshow. What we are going to do now is, we are going to import images and put them in a sequence and see how they change into an image, how we are going to transition from one image to another, and how we are going to create those animations. That's what we are going to see completely in this video. Okay. I think this will be very useful for you. For those of you who already know this, you can just watch this once. You can watch this video to grow your knowledge or recall it. Also, if I forgot to mention something, you can put your input in the comment box. Okay. So, let's go to the software and talk about the rest. Today, I have downloaded the required images to do the slideshow. I have downloaded 5 images in total. I have given the link to where I downloaded the images in the description below. Don't forget to check it out. So now we can import all these images. As I always say, when working in After Effects, add a folder structure and work. It will be very easy. Now let's click on this icon and create a composition. Follow the same settings. Let's drag and drop these 5 images into this composition. Now we can add all the images one by one. A small tip is, if you hold Shift, each layer will snap at the end of the layer. So it will be easier if you hold Shift and move. Now I'm going to do a scale animation for all the images. It's very easy. Don't worry. I'll do it for the first image. Please pay attention. Select the layers and press the S key. After doing that, the scale property will come. What you have to do in that is, this indicator will be brought to the 0 frame. That is, bring it to the start frame of the layer. After bringing it, click on the stopwatch. After clicking, the keyframe will be created. Hold the Shift key and drag the keyframe to the end of the layer. If you hold the Shift key, the keyframe will snap to the end of the layer. Now you can increase or decrease the scale value as you wish. We have created both the keyframes. Now we are going to do the same for the rest of the layers. I hope you have understood this. If not, please watch the rest of the animations carefully. Now our slideshow is ready. This is a basic slideshow. If you search for slideshow on the internet, you will find a lot of slideshows. In this, we can animate the position, other properties, add some effects, or we can add transitions in between the images. We can create a super slideshow. This is very basic. If you are a beginner in After Effects, you will get a good idea when you try something like this. That's why I made this tutorial. So, it won't be good if we end this video like this. So, let's see how to make 2 basic transitions. For the first transition, I am going to create a composition. In this composition, I am going to import and animate only 2 images. After importing the 2 images, I am going to do the same for the scale animation. So, I have done the scale animation. So, where will the transition occur? After the first layer is over, the next layer will appear. So, the transition will occur only between these 2 layers. So, what I am going to do now is, I am going to create a dissolve effect for the first transition. So, what I am going to do for that is, the second layer should not appear after the first layer is over. There should be a slight overlap. Overlap is when one layer overlaps with another layer. I am going to create an opacity animation to create a transition. So we will get a dissolve effect. So I am going to press T here. Select the layer above and press T. After pressing, we will get the opacity property. Now if we click on the stopwatch, a keyframe will be created at the start of the layer. So its value should be 0. The end is where the first layer ends, but you have to select the layer at the top. The layer at the bottom is our reference. Place the indicator where the reference is. Now we are going to set the value. We are going to change it to 100. So what will happen is, it will fade slightly from 0 to 100. So when we play it, we will get a beautiful transition. It will be visible to us slowly and smoothly. Correct. So we can create a transition like this. Basically, okay, actually, there are a lot of plugins and presets for such transitions. There are a lot of things. I am not saying no, so we can do this very easily in one click, but only if you know these basics. It will be easier for you to solve a small problem in After Effects. So it is very good to learn these basics. So let's see what the second transition is without wasting time. For the next transition, I created a composition and imported 2 images. After importing, I created the same scale animation. But this time, I am going to keep it as if I am creating the next layer after the first layer is created. That is, there is no overlap here. I am going to keep it as a sequence. Now I am going to create a solid layer. This transition happens when the layer ends and the next layer starts. The transition is going to happen at this point. So I am going to create a solid layer. If you click Ctrl Y, a solid layer will be created. Give it a name and choose the color you want. I am going to trim this layer for 3 seconds. We need to place these 2 layers in the center. Now I am going to animate the position. Select the layer and press the P key. Now I am going to place the indicator in the center and click on the position stopwatch icon. The keyframe will be created. We have created the center point keyframe. Now, I am going to create a keyframe for both the start and end points. So, take this indicator to the start point. After taking it to the start point, we are going to move the position of this solid outwards, like this. We are going to move it outwards in this axis. You can move it outwards according to the value you want. Okay, now it is outwards. Similarly, we are going to bring it to the end point. We are going to bring out this solid layer. Now it is full. We are going to bring it out and push it out. So, in the beginning and the end, we don't know the solid. Only in the middle, we know the solid. Now, if you play and see, the solid is completely covering the screen. At that time, at that second, our image will change. Okay, so when it changes, we don't know the jump. In the middle, when you pass a white or any color, the image will look like it has changed. Okay, so this is a small trick. Okay, so people, we have come to the end of this video. Yes, we learned how to create slideshow. That is, how we can take all those images into After Effects, put them in sequence, and how we can change each image. Not only that, we also learned what small transitions are. Otherwise, it was very interesting, right? Those transitions were super. We can do more detailed videos on this in the next videos. Okay, so I think this first demo project was definitely useful for you. If you watch this video and don't skip to the next one, what you have to do is create this project. I have given the links of the images I used in the description. You can download it and animate it. You can do it in your own style. I hope you liked this video. Don't forget to try it out. If you have any doubts, leave them in the comment box. If you liked this video, don't forget to hit that like button. If you are new to our channel, make sure to check out all our videos. It will definitely be useful. Also, if you are visiting our channel for the first time, don't forget to subscribe to our channel. Until then, it's BL signing off.